Kat. I am half of No Access, and this is the other half.
They said I could talk this time, y'all, on the intro. So I'm Randall. How y'all doing? I'm the hairdresser. She don't like to acknowledge that, but yet again, we're here talking about our relationship issues, and not so much just ours, but really they are ours. But we have had such unique situations and
Right.
scenarios, babe, that we felt we should talk about them because
Yeah.
clearly there are people who are going through the same things, and we
They can
just
relate.
happen to have mitigated these things and kept it moving. Because, in my own words, giving up, turning my back was not an option.
Right.
Once I met you, because you just did it for me.
Thank you, baby. That's very sweet.
Oh, I got to give you some
Knocking
sugar.
me down on
I
camera.
got to give you some sugar on that one because, yeah. hmm Okay. So today's topic, y'all, is, are you really broken up? If you go through something and one of the people in this partnership says, I'm done,
Okay.
but are you done or are you done?
Okay.
Which that'll be a show in itself. But so my question, okay, hold on. I need to consult my notes on this because I want to be so very accurate, like my mama would say. So this is my question to you, Catherine.
Okay.
Excuse me. If you are broken up and you are told you are no longer in a relationship,
Right.
are you the person who was broken up from? Like I got
Right.
quit. You quit me.
Right.
So are you to assume that you are to move in a way or fashion that there is still a possibility of getting back together? Or if you are told, and this is part of the multiple times that you have been told that you're breaking up, at what point do you believe that the person that is
Doing the breaking
doing
up.
the breaking up really
Means it.
means it?
Okay. So this hypothetical situation, has the couple been together for 3 months or 3 years?
3 years.
Okay. So we're talking about a long-term, loving, committed relationship.
Yes,
Yes? Okay. And your question is, if they break up, at what point does the person like just keep it moving or keep the faith that they're getting back together?
Okay,
Is that accurate?
I forgot the most important part of this
Okay.
part. Okay, so do you really mean it? Okay, so if you break up with this person
Okay.
and
Which
you
a lot of
say
people
and
do.
you,
They break up
and
all
you
the
say
time.
you done,
Okay.
and then let's just say,
I'm
for
already
example,
ready to answer.
so let's say, for example, the chick, I'm
The
sorry,
woman-
the woman, I'm so sorry, y'all. The woman goes, the woman that did the breaking up goes,
Okay. So
and
the
hold
female
on, no,
breaks
baby,
up with the
baby,
man.
baby.
I'm just trying to
Right.
help make sense of this.
The woman breaks up with the man, then the woman goes and has sex with somebody else.
Oh, wow.
During the breakup time. Okay? If you have sex with somebody else and you throw the other person away, are you to be held liable or responsible for your actions after the fact?
Okay.
So if you break up with me, it's totally hypothetical.
Right.
But if you was to break up with me for the
And then I go have
second
sex
time
with
and you go have
somebody
sex with
else.
somebody else.
Okay.
First of all, I have a hard time even swallowing that because because if you break up with me, you go smash somebody else, and then I am left to feel how I feel. Well, you already left me and now you smashing other people. Me as a dude, I need to pack my stuff and keep it moving, because if you break up with me How about this?
Well, you wouldn't find out about me
I wouldn't,
smashing another dude
because you're
unless
gonna
we
cut off.
got back together.
Right. Okay.
So now we're back together. We have decided to.
Baby, let me. I got the whole scenario wrong. You did the breaking up. Okay, we're just gonna just call it what it is. You did the breaking up. I go have sex with somebody else.
Okay.
If I go have sex with somebody else after you broke up with me, and this is the second or third time that you've broken up with me, being the man that I am, saying, baby, leaving is not an option. People that are together for 40, 50 years, you got to know that they've been through things.
Yeah, they have staying power.
I got this from an older couple, which is why it was ingrained in my mind. Mm-hmm. If you decide that leaving is not an option, then you're forced to work your stuff out. So if you break up with me for the third time, and I feel you're done, and you made me feel done, you ain't taking none of my calls.
Okay.
And
I
go and I have an inappropriate relationship. But it can't be inappropriate because if I ask you, I'm like, are you
we're broken up?
Right, because if I say, hey, okay, broken up. So are you saying that you're my woman, that you're no longer my woman, and I'm no longer your man? And you said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, and if I go,
we're broken up.
So we're broken up in your eyes and in my eyes.
Right.
Per your words.
Okay.
I meet somebody, one night stand, and we start talking again because now you're calling me. So now you're calling me, we're broken up. What am I supposed to think from that if now you're calling me, wondering where I'm at when you did the breaking up?
Okay, so I feel like if we're in a long-term, loving, committed relationship and we break up, the first thing you do shouldn't be to run to the arms of another woman. If your heart is with me and you respect me, at least give me the courtesy of giving it some time, because if we break up, you're right. Can we work through it? Will we get back together? We don't really know what's going to happen yet. So I would say to turn around and rush into something with someone else would make me feel like you wanted to do that anyway. Maybe that was something you've been wanting to do, and you had the opportunity and you ran and you did it.
No.
So I don't think that would be the right way to handle a breakup with your long-term relationship that you supposedly love. To run into the arms of another isn't the right answer.
Okay, so...
And I don't think it's right to do that to the female either. Like, why would you do that? You freshly broken up with your long-term relationship and you meet a woman and you show her interest and spend the evening with her and smash her. And that's using her. Like, why even use women like that? They're not a tool.
Well, first of all, love of my life, if you can twist your lips and, like you say, if you make a conscious choice that
break up.
You've gotten to the point
but the emotions are running high.
Not my fault. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm sorry. You're emotional.
First of all, if she broke up with you, or is this us? If I broke up with you, I'm sure it's something you did. So
clearly,
let's keep it 100.
Always is.
So you're not sitting here with a halo on your head like, wow, oh, she broke up with me and I'm the victim. No, you caused the breakup. So first of all, shouldn't you feel some kind of way about whatever you did to cause the breakup? Let's deal with that first before you're free to go run into the arms of another. Maybe since you created the breakup in the first place, should I be the one running into the arms of another because you just hurt me so much that I was forced to break up with you?
If you don't have the wherewithal to sit and think about if you really are done, want nothing else to do with me or whomever that might be, then you should reserve the right to say something other than, I don't know, I no longer want to be with you. You should probably say, you know what, we probably should take a break for a minute. I need to think about some things because I'm having some issues right now. But if you make a conscious choice, because when you make this choice, you're telling me that you're severing this relationship. So once you sever this relationship, that bond that we have established is now forever broken.
And there's no forgiveness time.
Okay.
If a couple that love each other
I'm
break
Christian
up
and I'm
because
I
of
forgive.
something so big that happened, one of the partners didn't know what direction to go in, so that partner ended up saying, I have to pull back from this for whatever reason. You're telling me after in a long-term relationship, there's no time limit where you like just I don't know, just
no time limit.
Wait, just see
Why
what
wait?
happens.
Why wait?
Or
Why would I wait
give
for?
it time,
Why would I wait for
or-
somebody who don't want to be with me? Are you nuts? Why would I do that? Why would if I told you, you know what? I ain't feeling you no more. I'm over this. I don't want to do this no more. Cause I said when I sever,
guess this would depend
she
on
won't
what
let me
made
talk.
the couple
I'll never
break
be able to
up,
finish a
though.
thought. It doesn't matter if I choose to sever. I'm not going back. I'm no longer entertaining any dialogue. If I say I don't want to be with you anymore, I have thought about it. I've thought about my life if I say that I'm moving forward without you. And I
So
think
you've never broken up with a woman before and then taken her back?
no.
Ever?
You know what? One time in my
Because
whatever
it
my
does
number is.
happen.
It had one
A
time.
lot of
okay,
couples
if I say
experience a
one
breakup.
one time in 10 relationships, one time.
Okay, fine. Well, that's you. But a lot of couples do break up.
I don't know that life.
The partner maybe feels like his or her back is against the wall.
My back ain't never against the wall. I'm a man.
Okay, well that's you.
I'm the boss.
But I'm just saying.
I'm the alpha.
Well, we've actually established
play it,
during
just
another
play it.
episode who
Just
the
play it,
alpha
man, just
is.
play it.
You got to
I'm
watch
playing,
the
y'all.
earlier
'Cause
episodes
I'm gonna pay for this
in order
later.
to figure that out.
I'm so sorry.
'Cause we already
I
established
did not
it.
mean to pop my
Anyway.
mouth off like that. I am
That's
so
right.
sorry.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, whatever you say.
But anyway, I'm saying that I just feel like if the first thing a person does in a breakup is run out and start clowning, something's wrong.
Nope.
You should be hurt. You should be sad. You should be remorseful for whatever you do. You should be experiencing so many other emotions. Running out and hoeing shouldn't be your first emotion. And if it is, I feel like something was already wrong there.
Well, what happens if you break up with me? I'm hurt. I'm remorseful. You're pissed off, irritated. I'm calling you. I'm calling you repeatedly. You're no longer taking my calls. You've blocked me. I have no dialogue. 1, 2, 3, 4 days go by. You out having some cocktails in a euphoric feeling. You feel like you want to reach out to me because you got some good news you want to share with me, and you call me, I don't take your phone call, and now you're right back mad at me again because when you decided to reach out, I now made myself available because I've moved on. When you make the decision to tell me that you're done with me, you're done with me, and I do not reward bad behavior with a reward.
That's interesting that you just said you were calling and calling and calling, and I wasn't taking your calls, and then I ended up reaching out to you and calling and calling and calling, and you weren't taking my calls. So then I end up going out and in my euphoric state end up having me a nice little night out, and you end up finding out about it in the way that you drove by my house multiple times and my car wasn't there the next morning, and you're wondering where was she at all night long. That's okay though. Like, we good on that because we were broken up. So whatever I did that I stayed out that night. You gotta do what you gotta do,
but let's just put it into perspective. When I was calling and calling and calling, because it did happen. I called and called and called for 3 days. You called and called for about an hour. Not even an hour, probably about 30, 40 minutes. And so my 3 days, your 30 minutes, not comparable, boo-boo. So what I'm saying...
I'm just saying, though, but that night,
hey, man,
the night you ignored me was the night...
It don't matter because under the umbrella, we're still broken up. Because,
but that's not what you said the next day when you rolled by my house multiple times and you said, where are you? Your car's not there. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, I'm doing whatever I want to do. We're broken up. That's what you're saying. It's all good.
But that...
Who cares what I'm doing? We broke up.
That little conversation, the dialogue, that happened...
That matter when it happened.
It happened.
Talking about how you felt in that moment, you weren't like, you know what? we broke up so she could do whatever she
Oh,
wanted to do.
absolutely, absolutely. I just like you. At times, we just want to see, and so we want to see how you moving. And so, if I was on one and I decided to pull up, and I got a jackpot right in front of me, then surprise! I all I can do is go home, make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and go to sleep, and keep it moving.
Okay, I have a scenario. So we are broken up, like you just stated.
Cheers, baby. Let me touch you because I love you.
I love you too. We are broken up, like you just stated.
But you're supposed to drink when you toast, though.
Okay.
Right. I'm still
We're
teaching
broken
y'all. I'm
up.
still teaching the things.
We're broken up, and then we bump into each other at a bar.
Oh, wow.
And
This ain't never happened, though.
this is hypothetical.
This is new
but
right
I
here.
just want to throw it out there for the viewers because we don't know what people have
This is
experienced
new right
since
here.
we're touching on this. So it's a breakup period, and I'm gonna call it that because couples break up and then you get back together. And I do feel like there's a breakup period where you should still, keep your house clean during that. If you care about the person,
I'll give you that.
because what happens is, you're supposed to if you end up breaking up, you're supposed to be hoping that you're going to mend. Somehow you're going to mend things and get back together. What you don't want to do is get back together and now you bring in baggage that wasn't necessary to bring back as you're coming back together.
But it wasn't necessary for you to break up to get a result. It just could take a conversation. Say, hey, you know what?
Is that what you want to say?
That's exactly what I want to say.
Because
this
our
came out of my
last breakup really stirred you up and totally gave me the reaction that I needed out of that breakup.
Stirred me up.
It definitely did. It opened your eyes because it scared the shit out of you. And after that, you came back in line on the issue that we were having. So that breakup was very productive.
Is that what you want to twist
You
your
have the
lips
floor.
and say?
Go.
Ain't that about a blip? You know what? It was productive. It did bring my attention to something that we spoke about in another episode. But I really had no idea that it was at the magnitude that it was, because in my eyes.
But I kept trying to talk to you about it. I was trying to have mature, loving conversations about it and express myself, but you couldn't hear me. And then when I finally had enough and said, that's it, I'm not taking anymore, it's a wrap.
Watch. I'm going to need you to watch your hand gestures. Okay, that seems a little aggressive.
Then
okay?
all of a sudden, your eyes open and your ears open. But it took the idea of losing me for you to be like, oh, she's for real.
But I feel what had happened was that in my world, I don't feel that, this is something that is very important to guys, is that we need you as our women to sometimes take yourself out of your skin and look at things from our perspective. And so because you would never really receive my perspective on anything, I'm trying to tell you why something is, and you're telling me, no, that's not how it is, it's this way, when you have a lot of audacity to try and tell me how my true, genuine feelings are, when you feel as though whatever your route is the only route, whatever script you made up in your mind is the only script that is applicable, and whatever you really feel, Randall, doesn't really compute to me because I don't believe it, regardless if it's truly how you feel. And so that was an issue that we had, is that you never chose to really understand me.
And you're saying this is why you couldn't hear me when I was crying out to you saying something is happening here. That's a deal breaker for me.
And I'm trying to tell you, I'm like, sweetheart, I need you to understand why this uncontrollable thing is happening and how I'm really wanting to work on it, because I don't want to jeopardize my relationship for something that I'm clearly unconsciously doing, because we together all day, every day. I live, eat, and drink you. And so why would I intentionally do something that I know my woman does not like and then do it all the time, all days, every day? When
Right.
I'm telling you clearly it's learned behavior that I'm now being made aware of that it's an issue. Because it
Right.
ain't been an issue before
So reeling
until
this
you
back
came.
in, what made you aware, unfortunately, was the breakup.
The
That's the
breakup
point.
woke me up, and I'm not, ashamed to say that because the breakup made me.
So sometimes breakups can be productive.
Breakup was
So
productive.
again, there's a breakup period, or there should be, because when you break up, you never know if you're going to be able to work things out. And so you can't just immediately run out and start wilding out, or you bring new baggage into the relationship once you decide to forgive.
So what if the
And that
person?
just doesn't seem smart to me.
So what if the person that did the breaking up all of a sudden find out? Now see, because women real slick, y'all, and they really make us guys feel that we're the ones that always do the bad things. So now, say the woman that did the breaking up is out here, right? She out here going to the store, shopping in Beverly Hills, buying brand new bathing suits, going to pool situations. Is this the same person that has the audacity to tell me that they're sitting here boo-hooing, wondering if we're gonna really get together when you out here trying to live your best life, buying bathing suits, going to pools?
Absolutely, baby. Shopping is a band-aid for a lot of women. That's what we do. We're
So
sad
so
and we're
going out and buy so
heartbroken.
going out and
And
buying bathing
so we have
going
to
out and
keep ourselves
buying some
busy.
blouses and a
Yes,
pantsuit
yes,
or
it makes
something.
me feel
I get
better.
that, but going so
Absolutely.
basically what you saying is when you was breaking up, you was really out here trying to get yourself ready for the next suitor because right now I done got your body popping because your workout regimen is banging, body is tight, and so now you like let me go show my shit off
Nope,
and
that's not what
oh,
that
but
was
that's exactly
about.
but that's
That was
exactly
that was shopping is a band-aid for women, and so I was keeping myself occupied with my girl.
Band-aids.
And
Band-aids.
honestly, when I was in the fitting room trying on those suits, I was looking to see what Randall would like.
Why would
In
I
my
think that?
mind, I'm
Really?
thinking,
Is
oh,
that
he
what
would
you really
like
want me
this
to
one,
believe?
no doubt,
You want
because
me
I
to
was I was in the breakup
in front of
period.
all these people,
I
you
was
want
in the
me to sit
breakup
here and
period,
believe that you in the dressing room with a bathing
no
suit
doubt.
on, wondering if the dude you broke up with,
Yes,
if he would like this. What
yes.
kind of fool you think I am?
No, it's not about being a fool. It's about we were in the breakup period, so in my mind, I haven't moved on to another man yet. I
But the
just
bathing,
haven't.
but the bathing
Another
suit ain't
man
for
is
me
the
because I ain't gonna see
furthest
it
thing from my
because you ain't even
mind.
talking to me. So why
I
would I think
know
the
because
bathing suit ain't for
in
me?
my we were so fresh. In
Band-aids.
my mind, you are the man in my
Band-aids.
life, so I'm looking at it, thinking
Hey,
about
hey,
you.
babe, hey, babe. Can I tell you, the last time I heard the word band-aid in the episode, the other band-aid is when we dipped off and let me not say we. When you dipped off with your girl for a 2-day excursion
Yes.
that your boyfriend knew nothing about. Your band-aids are real sticky.
This band-aid was going shopping with my girl. Like, that's not very sticky. But okay,
I'm just talking about the band-aids.
let's
I
get
just talk,
back to the bar and
babe, babe. I know that's kind of rude. I know it's kind of rude, but I just want to touch on this real quick before we have to go because they already given me the signal.
okay.
I just need to touch on this because I just need to know from a woman's perspective. What is it? Why do guys, when you're with your chick, I'm with my chick, I get up, I go to the bathroom. Why is it like, phoom, dudes on you, soon as the dude gets up and goes to the bathroom? Why do you think dudes do that?
I don't. That never happens to me. I have no idea.
Okay, see, you lying now. See, you know what? Okay, y'all, you know what? Shit, we're going to address this on a whole nother show
That's a
because
show. That's a
clearly
show we need to
it
do.
is.
We can't do that at the wrap up.
Okay, y'all. Once again, thank y'all for joining us, me and Kat.
Wait, but we gotta leave with a message. So, what's your message regarding
Now,
this topic? You
my-
gotta be able to say something.
my message would be this. If you decide
To break up.
that breaking up is an option.
Mean it.
Really think about it,
Okay.
and then think about what it's going to feel like tomorrow
Okay.
if you're unable to talk to that person, wake up next to that person, hear that person's voice.
Okay.
And will you miss it? And do they really matter in your future?
My message is there is a breakup period. So be careful and behave yourself during that breakup period so that you don't create even more turmoil.
Or just don't break up. Talk it out.
It happens. I'm just saying realistically it happens. So
Talk it out, y'all.
thank you for joining us. Hope you guys heard something you can relate to. Who knows?
Hey, y'all. Peace and love.